And welcome everyone to the Man Cave. My name is Paul Knapp, and I will be your host for tonight's show. And sarcasm is my second language. This is season number 2, episode 7, and it is sponsored by Coke. Have a Coke and a smile. Waiting in the green room is our special guest tonight, Cos Beccerra. Cos has been collecting G.I. Joes most of his life. He played with G.I. Joes in the early 70s, and he started recollecting them in 2011. Mostly at yard sales and at flea markets. And he also collects Falcon, Guyberman, and Mego figures. So we're looking forward to talking to him. We got a lot of people in the chat room already. That's nice to see. Tonight's channel plug goes to JMK Custom Works. He was chatting last week, and we're going to get him on the show in the near future. So JMK Custom Works, looking forward to that. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, and 3 of my newest subscribers are Robert Glenn, Adrian Blanco, and the War Drawer, who's already in the chat room. War Drawer, this goes out to you tonight. Next week, our special guest will be the one, the only, Buddy Finethy. He is out of the hospital. He is feeling better.
All right.
He said he may not make the whole 45 minutes of the show, but he said he'll definitely be on. So we're looking forward to talking to him and getting some information on Toylanta for March. So that's what he's going to be on the show talking to us about. That is March 22 through the 24th. So I guess that's about it. Let's see who's in the Wolf Pack tonight, shall we?
Oh my, that's what we're called now, huh?
Wolf Pack, yeah. Tonight you guys are the Wolf Pack. So this is the only man who ever was kicked out of. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not you.
Oh,
Hey, wait.
here we go.
I already fucked up.
Man.
That's you. That's your introduction. Hey, this is the only man that was ever kicked out of the New York's nudist colony. This is Angelo D'Annabelle.
Yeah, for wearing clothes.
Sorry, Jim. I almost made you a New Yorker there first.
No, that'd be crime against humanity right there.
Yeah. I got a better one for you tonight. This guy's so old, he still listens to AM radio. This is Jim Egner.
Woo!
AM's awesome. Everybody should listen to AM radio.
And this man is a walking encyclopedia of knowledge. Unfortunately, he has short-term memory. This is Gregory.
There you go. That's accurate.
Salinas. Gregorio Salinas.
Wow.
You got to eat off
And
easy
last
on
but
that.
not least, in our Wolf Pack tonight. Dude, are you even there? What the hell's this? It's a naked G.I. Joe, man. Not only does this guy collect vintage G.I. Joes, but he's also the president of the Taylor Swift fan club. This is Mike McCarthy.
Can't do Taylor Swift, sorry.
Hey, that's just what your introduction says, man. I got to read what's on the paper here. So
She won the
Mike's
Super Bowl, right?
broadcasting from some other place besides his sofa, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been worried about the Wi-Fi connection all the other weeks, but I figured I'd give it a whirl to try to get a connection back here in the back room, and that's where all my G.I. Joe stuff is. And Beavis and Butthead, G.I. Joe, my 2 mainstays.
your mic just got fuzzy, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, the volume went a little wiggly whack.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's got that
It was
reverb.
good until you touched it.
Oh yeah, it's probably me messing with the tripod. Yeah.
Yeah, it's real fuzzy. So let's see who's in the chat room already. I'm going to scroll to the top.
Big Boss Jack's in the house.
Big Boss Jack,
Yep.
as always. Thank you, sir. Play Scale Soldier Productions. Thank you. We got the War Drawer back here. Play Scale's chatting away. Big Boss is chatting away.
Hey, it looks like Stacy's in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Burt. I haven't heard from him in a while. Andy and Indy, thank you for showing up once again.
Murray's there.
Murray from Canada. Murray will be on the show. Actually, I think I have a list. I should probably go over that now while I got all you guys. So, again, we have Cos tonight. We got Buddy Finethy next week. The week after, we got John Mishlig, the guy that wrote the book that I had last week. Okay. The 11th, we have Cruz Flores along with Murray Corrigan. We're going to do a double only because I fucked up on my scheduling. I double book people on the same day, so they're gonna have to share the podium that night. The next week after that, we have Daryl DePriest. Okay. the week after that, we have Gen Experience, which is my buddy Victor. If you haven't checked out Gen, it's Gen X.
Mhm.
Okay, check out that website. The week after that, which is April 1st, we have Larry Salmon coming on. And then the week after that is James D. Simone is going to be on. So
Oh, okay.
we
Wow.
got a lineup to like the middle of April with people, man. So it's going to be awesome. So let's go around the room and say what's new in your zoo. And Jim, since I screwed you up, I'm going to let you go first. You get to go first, brother.
Hey, it's awesome. Last week I was out of commission, came down with something. I was coughing my head off on Paul's show last Monday night. So I really don't have a whole lot to talk about this time, just 1 or 2 pages of notes here. So let me see if I can go through it here real quick. Working on that deep core, I think is what I'm going to wind up calling it, deep core 1 drilling rig. Hope to have a prototype of it printed by next week. Bought a vacuum form machine. I think I told you all that earlier, and I've done up some molds for the windshields. They're basically this is a resin cast, and you can see how nasty that is trying to print these windshields. This just was not going to work, and so I'm trying the vacuum form option. Somebody that I know, he's a really good guy. His name is Jesse Hansen. Asked me, hey, can you do the stretcher arms or the poles for the stretchers, the red ones that with the white canvas? And so he sent me this, which is kind of cool. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah. Is that the original one or is that
No, this is one of his. I printed the red parts, and then he started sewing up some of these things. So this may be a future product offering on my Etsy shop. So we're kind of trying to collaborate on that. So I can't sew my way out of a wet paper bag, but he can. And so I'm also working with the green army stretcher. So that's hopefully coming soon. Let's see what else. The Sonic Rock Blaster face shield's being worked on. The guy sent me this character, and I don't know anything about these dudes. Do anybody know anything about these? Mike?
That's Big Jim's buddy.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah, that's Big Jim's buddy. I can't. Oh, that's the pirate.
Yeah, this is a pirate.
Mego pirate. Yeah, that's a Mego pirate.
I have no idea. Anyway, I've been asked to recreate this leg here, so you'll go on the stretcher.
Looks like one of the warriors.
That's outside my wheelhouse, but I told the guy I could probably fix the missing part on the peg leg. So let's see what else is going on. That's pretty much it for now. I mean, I'm working on the Sea Sled spear cannon, the Mouth of Doom raft. Let's see, a Jeep flagpole and adapter, so you can put your flags on your Jeeps. Let's see, I'm still working on the Panther Jet canopy. I had made a lot of traction on that. It's hard to do all these various projects and be out of commission. Let's see. Working on 2 special projects for Angelo, and I'll just say that the water vehicle is nearing ready to send to you. I just leave it at that. So that's all. I got.
That's all you got, huh?
Just a little bit.
Taste, right?
That was just a little bit.
All right, brother, you're up. What's new in your zoo?
Well, I just want to say a special thank you to Angelo again for flocking my Takara G.I. Joe.
Oh, wow.
He did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
He did so well that I had to recast my short story because I had planned to use a different Joe, but again, I wanted to use him. So I've been getting a lot of good luck lately. I'm kind of worried. As a matter of fact, I have to go buy lottery tickets because of how much luck I've had recently.
Well, you got a shave and a haircut too, looking good.
Exactly. Yeah, I had to do that too. But I found one of these rare figures that I've been looking for. It's by a designer toy company named Tricky Man 12. So I was fortunate enough to get him. And I'll give you guys a sneak peek at my Range Rover project because I actually made some progress on that as well. So here's a Paul Knapp exclusive.
Ooh, you gotta show the sneakers of that one figure because those were the bomb when you were.
Before I do that, then here's a look at the shoes.
Those were
those are amazing.
And look at the treads; they're unbelievable.
Like New Balance.
They're like real sneakers.
Damn, dude, how much were they? Just a
We don't want
sneaker.
to talk about that. But here's a look at the Range Rover project. As
Yeah.
it sits.
Okay, wow.
Dude, that is cool, man. It's getting there.
So-
It's getting there.
Exactly. Slowly but surely, it is getting there. So that's about it. I did get a bunch of Smart Doll related items, but as you can see, they're back there still. So
Dude, that the last video you posted with that outfit, man, I was like,
yeah,
that's
Easy, Paul. Easy.
no, I mean,
It's okay.
they're getting more and more realistic, and
I don't know what to
Gregorio.
tell you, man. I got a
I
lot of
don't know if
strange
you're-
messages after that one.
I don't know if you're losing followers or gaining followers. That shit is looking good.
Oh boy, I should have just said no tonight.
Yeah.
Do you wake up in the
Part of
morning
it,
and see
dude.
your figures like moved?
No.
Is it? No.
Look.
Okay.
We can move on to the next person. Oh my god.
That's funny.
All right. I think Mike's mic is still fucked up, so I'm gonna go to you. Aaron. Then we'll go to Mike and see if he's even on. Go ahead,
Hey,
buddy. You're up.
The first thing is Big Boss Jack asked if there's any 1/6 scale things at Toylanta. I think he's gonna do very well. I think you guys are gonna, you're definitely gonna find a lot of 1/6 scale there for sure. So what's new in the zoo? Well, flock. That's what's, I guess, new. It's old. It's I've been doing a lot with it, a lot more with the 1/12 scale. I know I'm a bad boy because I went over to the dark side. But as soon as Jim gets me those other things, I'll start back up with my 1/6 scale
it's all my
box sets.
So you're blaming Jim and all this, is that? What
But I know this was Rick Bradshaw
yeah.
shared
Dude, that was
this
aw-
a while
that was
ago.
so
One of the
cool.
figures I flocked, and I had to go find that astronaut. It is a Fortnite. I don't like to use that word. It's like when the kids say it in school, I'm like, it's taboo. It's just like TikTok. I don't let them say it. So I don't like the word Fortnite either, but they got some really cool characters. So that was a Fortnite character. And then the latest thing I did, I'm doing miniature box sets of the 1/12 heads. So this is a friend of mine wanted each figure, Land Adventurer, Sea, Air, Man of Action, and then I got 2 commanders on the end. And he wanted a special box set. And I'm going to have, this is just a template I started today. It's going to be a full color sticker. It's going to go on the outside of the box. That's going to be my 60th, or one of my 60th anniversary type sets that I'm putting together. I don't have them offered to sale. This one was because he wanted all those figures, and I put it together for him in a box. I have another gentleman who wants the 5 original adventure team with the Land, Sea, Air, Man of Action, and then the adventurer, the African American adventurer, with a figure with the body. So I have a whole bunch of bodies. They're all exactly the same outfit. And I'm putting those also in a box set, and that'll have the same emblem on the outside, 60th anniversary, and I'll have a picture of all the figures. So I'm doing those for people who want to purchase multiple heads. I've had people who just want the head and just send it back and forth, and that's great. But this is just kind of a neat way to have that 60th anniversary stamp on it.
Very cool.
So that's what's happening here.
Very cool. Now, did you do your own logo, or did you just use the one that Hasbro created?
It was one of the ones, Hasbro one. And what's really neat about the picture, where it has usually the G.I. Joe Adventure Team head, I superimposed each one of the heads that I did over the top. So when I have the Land Adventurer, it's the actual Land Adventurer that I am sending out to my friend. That's the one that's the eye of G.I. Joe. So I did that for all of them. So it's unique and it's for them only.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Now I got to get going with that 1/6 stuff. Right, Jimmy?
Move your butt, Jim.
No, I'm busy. Jim, and I know you are. So whenever it happens, it happens. And I know I'm rocking and rolling. This week off from school, I can't even see straight because that's all I see is flock before my eyes. So
You have a whole week off? Is this spring break already?
yes, no, it's our winter break. This is our midwinter
break.
break. And then 5 weeks. It's only 5 weeks, and then we have Easter break. So I'm like, woohoo! But after that, it's going to be a long haul. Then I think we go 11 or 12 weeks until the end of the school year. So that's going to be a long haul, but without a break.
Damn. We didn't have any of that as kids. Are you in a Catholic school or public school?
Public school. Public
Oh,
school.
wow. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if Mike has a microphone yet.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
Sounds
That's
good.
better.
Hey. Yeah, I had to
Don't
log
touch
off.
anything. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, what's new in my zoo? I got a package from Ace Allgood, and he hooked me up with cut me a bro price on getting a new GI Joe body for each of the 4 colors.
Oh,
Wow.
And
Nice.
yeah, so yeah, I don't have any. I only have like 2 or 3 vintage figures. So now I can put together a figure from all 4 branches of military that is vintage original.
And
so.
the slippery slope slides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
That's how I started.
The 40th. The 40th wasn't cutting it anymore, so I had to upgrade a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it in my side of my neck of the woods. So.
All right. Cool. Yeah. I just saw that too. I'm reading that myself. I was trying to block them right now, but
Yeah, that's a little weird.
yeah. So. All right,
We got
guys.
another hater.
got a hater
The
on there?
chat.
Yeah.
Not a hater, just a troller.
Yeah.
Troller that's been trolling the channel. I just won't put his stuff up anymore. So next step is blocking him on YouTube. So
Yep.
All right, man. Well, we got a hunk of burning love sitting in the green room here.
Well, Paul, no one ever asks you what's new in your zoo, man, other than going out.
It's not about me, man.
No,
It's all about you.
other than going out drinking every weekend, man, dude has a social life. I don't know how you keep up.
And that'll end our show for tonight. Have a good night. All right, Angelo, first off, there's a lot of people that follow the show that aren't friends with me on Facebook, so they don't see that stuff.
Oh,
All right. So that's like just for you and me and
I enjoy it, and I enjoy it thoroughly. I live vicously through you, Paul.
He's texting me on Friday night. Hey, look at this flock. And I'm like, hey, look at this chick.
Man.
I just love live music. So I go out every Friday, Saturday night, and I don't drink that much because I drive usually. So I'm 2 beers and then I'm driving, and that's it. But yeah, dude, I never grew up, man. I love live music. So
don't grow up.
And in Virginia Beach, man, you can go out from like Wednesday to Sunday, and even if it's just one guy playing solo at a bar, there's live music somewhere,
That's great.
But,
That's cool.
Yeah. So, with that said, and with embarrassment on my face, we're gonna bring in our special guest for tonight, and I got an introduction for him.
Uh-oh.
This guy is a master of pretending to be productive while secretly collecting 1/6 scale action figures. This is Cos Beccerra. What's up, bro? Sorry for leaving the green room so long. But when Angelo starts talking, man, you can't stop.
I get to see the live music and boy, that's a lot of party.
Yeah. We're friends on Facebook too. I know.
How's everybody?
Very good. How are you?
Wonderful.
We're doing okay. Had the day off today. No school.
No school.
School.
Well, we don't ask what people do for a living, but if you want to tell them, that's totally up to you. I want you to really talk about your YouTube channel.
I'm a middle school history teacher, so
there you go.
Nice.
Very good.
But other than that, I've just been keeping busy, just getting ready. Well, summer's already started around here, so we don't get much of a winter where I live here in South Central Texas. But
gotcha.
But it's supposed to be 80, 85 on Wednesday here.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still wearing my scarf in the house.
Yeah. I went to go see my daughter who lives in Colorado last Christmas, and I lasted 3 days and I came home.
Wow.
That's too funny. Hey, you going to make it the Dallas show?
I'm planning on it. I am planning on it. So that's the plan, to be there and kind of catch up with everybody and meet
Awesome.
everybody for the first time, and you can see how short I am. So, or
Well, hey
maybe
man, I'm
tall.
glad you
I
made it
don't
to the
know.
show.
Huh?
I'm glad you made it. You know, I found your YouTube channel probably a couple months ago. You know, you were reviewing some figures and some that I had, some that I didn't have, and I was like, dude, you gotta come on the show. So if you could talk a little bit about your Action Joe Fig YouTube channel before we get started, for those that don't know you or how to
Yeah,
find you.
I am Action Joe Figs. I just got the action part because I like Action Man and I love GI Joe, so I've got the Joe as well in there, and then Figs, short is for figures. But I started my channel. Was it October? October? Yeah, I think it's October. And I've just been posting my collection, some of the figures that I get, some of the deals that I get, and I mean, as you can see, I'm a big Star Wars guy, and I grew up in the '70s. That's when I did most of my collection, or actually not collecting. It was playing with my toys. But I have 5 older brothers, and I primarily grew up on Adventure Team and also Mego. I'm a big Mego guy as well because those were the predominant, toys of the era. And so I collect that and Star Wars. I don't do vintage collection Star Wars, but I do Black Series, and I've got bags and bags and bags of Black Series figures. But that's that's what I do. I primarily pick up my stuff at estate sales and Facebook Marketplace, garage sales, flea markets. And I do attend. We do have a couple of toy shows here in town, but they're not very big, and they don't carry a lot of 1/6 scale stuff. So I'm really looking forward to going to Dallas in June.
Very cool. So how did you get 10,000 subscribers so quickly, man?
No, oh, Action Joe Figs. I don't have 10,000 subscribers. I'm up to 104, I think.
Oh, I thought that was a 1000.
I wish. No, I mean, little at a time. I think I'm at 104, I think, and I was like, wow. I thought if I got 5 people to watch my channel, I'd be happy. But it's just growing, and I keep posting videos. I mean, not at
Yeah.
the Paul Knapp level, but
I'm just
I
trying to keep up with Jeff at Skunkworks, man. He's in
oh,
here now, man. And
yeah, I'm telling you, I really love his stuff. He's got some fantastic
he's him and Adam
stuff.
are on a different level. I just,
Yeah.
I can't keep up with
So
those guys with their stories and stuff. That's like Angelo with his comic books. I can't, I don't. My mind doesn't
yeah.
operate that way, man. I'm not that creative.
Oh, and one of the things that I wanted to show you all is this is my boy right here. This guy right here. This is my only remaining GI Joe figure that I have from my childhood.
Oh,
was
true
what
childhood survivor. Awesome.
Yep.
You can tell he's
He's been through it.
yeah, he's got
Got some
flock
action for
missing
sure.
here and there. Now this is a reproduction, and this is reproduction, but the suit, the boots, this is him. This is my pride and joy right here. I'll never get rid of this guy right here.
So
when the house
that's
caught-
the figure you'd grab if the house was on fire, right?
That's what I was just gonna say, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've got some good stuff, and I've got some stuff that I'm working on that I'm trying to rebuild. And lately, I've had some really good luck with Action Man here in this area. I've just
Wow.
picked up the last couple of months. I picked up maybe 10 Action Man figures.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, man, I've not seen anything out in the wild in
I was
my
gonna say
area.
I can
in
never,
years.
I can never
Right.
find this, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I really, I just, I was just lucked out, and I got them at a good deal as well. I
Wow.
think the 10 figures I paid less than $100 for all of them.
Oh
Wow.
my,
Wow.
but that's a win.
That's a steal,
Yeah.
huh? That's awesome.
Yeah, some of them have homemade costumes and stuff. Let me show you one of them. Let me show you one of the guys that I got. And I'm working on a video with this guy here, but this is him.
Oh,
Eagle
Eye.
that's
Wow,
great.
those Eagle
Beast
Eye
Wars,
ones.
huh?
Yeah, and the only thing is, all these figures came in. If the heads are real wonky. You can see that.
Mhm.
It I need to take them apart and restring the head because there's a wire hook in there holding it.
Huh.
I
So is
guess I
that one
didn't-
of their muscle body esque Action Man figures?
Oh, the dynamic physique. Let me
Yeah.
let me. I think on one of my videos I explained the differences with
Yep.
the dynamic physique and the muscle body. This is the well, this is a talker. The dynamic physique is this guy right here.
They have these
Similar to
weird
this.
shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see that the way they actually do their joints are a lot different than the muscle body. The muscle body has these little rubber fittings, and this guy here is different, completely different. It's more durable to me than the regular GI Joe. The Action Man. This guy's a talker, and I'm still having a hard time trying to fix him and trying to get the talking mechanism to work right. I may have to send it to Medic Mike or somebody to fix it for me. But yeah, this is the actual Action Man, and you can see if I can get him to.
Well,
hear
yeah.
that. Yeah. So I've been playing around with it, and they actually but you can see the muscle body, right? The reason I had talked to you about Jim about I've got sorry about that I've got I'd say about 15 muscle body figures that are in this condition.
Yep. Yep. That's pretty
And,
chronic. Yep.
And you can see that, but I've got lots and lots of the, just shoulders, but no forearms. For
Yep.
some
You need-
reason, the forearms are the ones that disappear the most. But I've got, and you can see that, that the GI Joe muscle body is bulkier than the Action Man,
Mhm.
and so is the Guyper Man. I have a vintage Guyper Man, and I have tons of these Action Men are vintage, and I've got classic body GI Joes, classic body
Mhm.
Action Man as well, and the classic ones are similar. But the Guyper Man is this is a vintage when compared to the actual GI Joe, and I think that their muscle body is more similar to the actual GI Joe than the you can see here's the Guyper Man
Yep.
muscle body, and it's very
Real
similar
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the actual GI Joe. In fact, I believe that Guyper Man, who's out of is out of Spain. They use the old molds, GI Joe molds. That I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think that one of these, either Falcon or Guyper Man, uses the old GI Joe molds. But I have Falcon figures, and I was trying to collect more and more Falcon figures, but they're just so expensive to get here. I know Cotswold's got tons of them, but by the time you pay, it'll cost you an arm and a leg for a figure. But I wanted to see if my wife and I would take a trip to Europe this summer, and we were going to go see the sites. And by chance, if I ran into a bunch of Action Man figures, and
Look for some boot sales. The boot of the car of a car,
Yeah.
and it's a trunk. We call it a trunk sale or a parking lot sale. Yep. Look for a boot
so
sale.
we're going to try and do that. I've got quite a bit of stuff, and I also have Hot Toys and different things like that. Star Wars Hot Toys and stuff. I have a Mandalorian video that I'm going to be getting out on a Hot Toys Mandalorian that I did. And I think I did a Luke Skywalker one, but I just like sharing my collection.
I was going to say, you're not a dealer. You're not selling much, are you? Or do you?
I don't sell anything at all. No,
That's what I said.
I don't.
Well, somebody had a comment.
Now,
Where can they find you? Yeah. Somebody had a comment in the chats where they can find you.
My son and daughter-in-law have a online toy store. They sell on Mercari, but they do modern stuff. They don't do any vintage stuff. But they sell on Mercari, but I don't. I'm a buyer, not a buyer, trader, whatever you want to call it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But my channel is just growing little by little, and I'm putting out videos. guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting them together and they're getting
Hey.
out.
Are you having
That's how we
fun?
all
Are you
started,
having
man.
fun?
Yeah.
As long as you're having fun, that's what it's all
That's right.
about. And you know,
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
sharing your love and your passion for the hobby. And that's what it is, guy.
Yeah.
I want to
So-
ask, so mainly it seems like your hobby then is purchasing, refurbishing, fixing up, and then showcasing them on your YouTube channel. Is that mainly what you
Hey,
do?
Jeff.
It's basically it's that, but it goes into my collection. You know, I display them and I still play with them sometimes. I just,
Mhm.
you know, I have an old, you had the was it the Frogman suit guy on the other day,
Mhm.
and I have an old vintage diver suit, and I looked at some of the stuff that he has, and I'm like, I need to order me one so that I can put together a diver because the suit I have is completely falling apart.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Nah.
So let me ask you a question, Cos. You know, when it comes to collecting, I'm a collector snob. I've been collecting for 30 plus years, and I don't do all my stuff goes in a whole other room. You know, I don't sell any of it. It's all precious to me because you know that's what collectors think of their collection, I guess. Accumulator may be better term. I don't know, but
Hoarder,
you know,
as my wife would say, a hoarder.
yeah. For me, when I'm collecting, one of the things that I like to do is if I have a piece to something like right now, I found a small lot and it had a Green Beret uniform. And the Green Beret being one of my favorite. I noticed you had one there in the back. I'm like, oh crap! I know what this is going to mean. I got to hunt down all the parts to the Green Beret now, and then I got to build another Green Beret, and that just sends me down that slippery slope, Mike. And so, so you know, do you find yourself trying to recreate a set, or do you just kind of go off and make your own sets, or what do you do?
No, I'll put them together. Like this Green Beret here, he's missing the badge here. I'm still putting that together, his belt, and just the rest of the accoutrements that go with him. You know, it's just. But this is a Green Beret that I'm working on. These are just the guys that I have back here, guys that or figures that I'm working on, like him, and then I'm putting together him. He's another one
Okay.
that I'm
Yeah,
working
White
on.
Tiger. Yeah,
White Tiger, and then I've got this guy here that I'm trying to put together here.
That scramble
This
pilot. That's always fun.
this is a reproduction here, but basically I'm doing it just for my collection, and for me it's nostalgia. It just brings me back to my childhood when I had all these figures that I used to. Well, I didn't have a lot, but I had friends that had a lot, and you know, I can still remember just coming home from after school and watching reruns of Star Trek, Lost in Space, and different
Oh
things
yeah.
like that, and I've got, like I said, I've got him, and then I've got a video that I'm going to be piecemealing together little by little for the 4th of July. I found this guy in an antique store, and I paid, I think, $15, $20 for him. It's vintage GI Joe, but the suit is homemade.
That's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
Wow.
I've seen something kind of like that before somewhere.
Yeah, we did see something. Who had one? Was it was it from one of the conventions?
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't know where the suit came from, whether it's homemade or
It's
what,
very
but
nice.
I can't find any tags on it. And I mean, he's vintage GI Joe. I mean,
Yeah.
and but I mean, the hat is homemade. I can tell just by
Mhm.
looking at it. You know, you can see the cardboard and how it's put together. But you know,
Now I'd like to see that with an Apollo Creed figure.
Oh yeah.
oh
The
yeah,
Rock, huh?
yeah, that would be good. And
Tribute to Apollo.
yeah,
Yeah.
Earl
and
Weathers.
and I do a little kit bashing. Like right now, I've been admiring Terry's Knights, and that's one of the figures that I want to put together is a Knights Templar. You know, just basically if I have to learn how to sew or put things together. One of the things that I'm looking for right now is Walmart. I think I don't know if it was last year, or they had a Robbie the Robot that
Yep.
that
Oh
was
yeah.
selling for about $20, and I kicked myself for not picking that thing up, because one of the figures, or a couple of the figures that I want to do is if I have to, make the costumes or the uniforms myself, is I want to do a Forbidden Planet.
Oh yeah, that'd
Uh,
be a lot of fun. Yeah.
the outfit, and then have the Robbie, which is scaled up about right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
with these figures, and then that's what I want to do. And another ones that I have is I want to do an astronaut or the spacesuit from Lost in Space, with the helmet, and the antennas, and things like that. Put it
Yeah.
together, and if I have to, I don't have a 3D printer, but we do have plenty of 3D printers out there that'll do
Yep.
it.
We know a
Yeah.
guy. We know
Yeah,
a guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jim's not doing anything. He's not that busy.
yeah,
I'm just
but
sitting on my fingers here.
yeah, another guy that this vintage original mine is this guy right here,
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
the
The
Mego
old Mego.
Spider-Man.
The old
Yeah,
Mego
Mego
figures. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Jeff
Which,
or no, Adam at GI Joe Lost Chronicles. He does Mego Monday. I don't know if you watch his channel, but every Monday is Mego Monday. He's doing Kiss right now, man. It was awesome this past week. So
oh, really? Yeah,
yeah,
no, I'll have to check him
TLC.
out.
Yep.
One of the
Yeah,
things that
I
I
look forward
have
to my
is,
Monday mornings, man.
have y'all ever heard of what's his name? What is this guy's name? Who is he? Well, any Chicago Cubs fans out there?
Mhm.
I picked this up at the same antique mall, and it looks like it would fit a GI Joe.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
it was White
Yep.
Sox.
Olympic hero, huh? Okay.
Is there a company that makes that?
Yeah, it's I'm trying to. It is. It's
Lilo or something like that.
oh, Johnny Hero.
That's cool. That's really
Johnny
cool.
Yeah.
Hero. Johnny Hero. It says it right there.
Yeah. What year was that out? Man.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It looks like it's like either from the '60s
I
or
was gonna say
Yeah.
that's
I'd say
and
68, 69, 70,
yeah,
somewhere in
man.
there.
Wow.
yeah, I
Well,
paid.
that's super cool that there's actually a team logo on that. That's
Yeah, I mean I think even the helmet has the Cubs. Yeah, it has
You really
a Cub. But I got this for like $3.
Oh damn, dude.
Wow.
I don't know if
you
I would open that. I'd leave it there. Like,
No, I'm not going to open it, but I was like, it also makes good for trade, and stuff like that. Anybody
yeah.
collects that, but you know,
Murray said
I've
it's from the
been,
'60s. Yeah.
and
you
I
have some
collect.
serious thrift store finds. I gotta commend you for sure.
Yeah, that's. I've been lucky, having found a lot of the stuff that I find, and I get good deals on it. I just looking and being patient and not overspending on some of this stuff, because some of this stuff is priced pretty outrageous.
yeah. eBay's
And
lost its mind.
oh yeah, yeah, and I mean this guy right here is my another Guyperman figure that I have that it's more modern, but it's the Red Adventurer and stuff. But
Yeah, I love that sweater. That's awesome.
Right.
Mhm.
oh yeah, the red sweater is pretty cool. This guy really is cool looking, and you know if you look at him, it's that he's got that fake eagle eyes look.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They didn't put eagle eyes on him, but I noticed that Guyperman and Falcon do that a lot with their
Hmm.
figures. They have this look as
Hmm.
opposed to a regular eagle eyes figure that's like this guy here. It's regular eagle eyes figure, but
Interesting.
Yeah,
You see more of the top eyelid than that other one.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. When
I've
they made their
also been.
like, they might have based it on the eagle eye head, but duplicated it for standard eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never got into the. By the time the raw figures came out, the Real American Hero came out, I was already, you know, in high school and I just wasn't into toys anymore, or in the early '80s and stuff. And so I never got into those figures at all, and so I know really nothing about them. It's just I picked up two, uh, I guess classified figures, but they were from that Snake Eyes movie, and I picked them up at Ollie's, and I think I paid like $2 or $3 a piece for them, and
Yeah.
I checked them out, and I thought they were junk, and I just
Mike
I
might
didn't
have
like
picked
it.
up a couple of those.
Yeah, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Now I did pick up a couple, and I picked up a couple of I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this group here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
you've
saw your
got-
The Belivers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw your
Belivers.
Belivers,
These guys
videos.
are. I mean, I picked up a couple of these, and they're. I mean, oh, they're great action figures, and I'm just, but just.
You might have to have
limitations.
Bobby Val on sometime and do a show just for 112 for Angelo and you and A
No,
112
but I
show.
mean, just this is moderation, but my true love is 1/6 scale,
Mhm.
and when they talk about vintage GI Joe, this is vintage GI Joe, and to me, and the other stuff is like it's
I keep thinking the 3 3/4 stuff from the '80s and '90s is new GI Joe stuff. So
to me it is, but it's I mean I guess it's considered vintage because it's older, but when they talk about, I think I've seen a couple videos where they talked about the greatest figures of GI Joe, and they don't mention any of the Adventure Team, any of the original GI Joe, and I'm like, to me, you missed the real GI Joe. It's
yeah,
so, but I mean, I guess we're all products of what we grew up on.
Yeah, there's a lot of young collectors out there that have no idea about the fuzz heads of the Adventure Team, and they're like, "Oh, what is that?" And I'm like, "Dude, you haven't lived, you haven't been through." But it is to each his
Hey,
own.
Gregorio had a question about 15 minutes ago, and
Oh, no worries. You guys can continue.
he keeps raising his
That's fine.
hand like he's raising his hand like he's in class.
He's
needs
too
to
polite.
buzz in.
Gregorio, he's
I
too
didn't want to be
polite.
rude, so
He's too.
I was like,
No,
okay,
that's
but
the way it is.
You in the
You
top
gotta
right.
be rude.
It's your turn.
The
Say
squeaky
something.
wheel gets the grease. You know how it is.
Here, I'll mute everybody else. Go ahead, Gregorio. It's all you, man.
well, no. The reason I ask, and I know people are gonna notice that there's a whole section missing here now because when you mentioned Guyper Man, I was wondering if you ever came across something like this, where it has the more classic arm attached to the muscle body.
Yeah, I've
I-
seen them. I've seen
It's
it.
weird to
I
me
don't
because
own one.
you're used to seeing them with the bigger biceps, so having
Yeah.
this kind of is a different
Wow.
thing.
That's rare. I
And the
mean,
plastic looks different too, isn't it? Is it?
yeah.
It's a lot more dense. It's not as hollow feeling.
But it's
So-
a talker or not a talker?
Not a talker.
No.
So
So is that
Yeah,
a Classicos Falcons from the '90s, or are you aware of that line?
me
was-
personally, no.
No. Okay.
This is a Guyper Man. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, this is
similar.
a
You can
Guyper
see
Man.
the face.
Okay.
See the face.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
Terry said those were a hybrid. I don't know.
Oh.
Murray said
one
it
of the
probably a
things-
transition figure.
I don't know if you know that
Stacy
Hasbro and because I'm also a big Mego collector, but Hasbro and Mego have had two collaborations. I don't know if you've seen what they came up with. I think I did a video on the Ghostbusters one, which is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive with Mego. They had since Hasbro has the license for Ghostbusters, and Mego came out with the figures. I think I did a video on these guys here, and but right now they also did a GI Joe crossover with on Mego figures. They have
Yeah.
is it Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow?
Yeah, I
did-
saw
yeah.
those like a year ago.
Yeah, they did a 2-pack, but if you go there now, Hasbro Pulse, you can get the 2-pack for $14, $15. I think they're like on clearance. So
Do you see
Wow.
if you're
what
interested in that,
Stacy
but
just
this
posted?
this is the actual Mego Ghostbusters
Oh wow.
4-pack.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
But they're
And
8-inch,
that's
right?
what
Or
they
they
did. These are 8-inch figures,
Okay.
but but they've got soft goods, everything on them, and
Yeah.
they've got everything on them. But the same thing with the GI Joe 8-inch 2 figures. They're soft goods except for the face sculpt. But I mean, I didn't order them because that's not what I'm into. But they are GI Joe. I think it's Storm Shadow and I don't know the other one, Snake Eyes. But but for $15, a 2-pack, that's not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's cheap.
yeah.
So what's the best part about collecting, bro?
Just playing with them. Oh, for me also is the hunt.
Sure.
Trying to find stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like I've been trying to piece these things together and just trying to find the right one for the right deal for me is
And you don't have any problem mixing up vintage stuff with reprint stuff, or I mean, like
no, I mean I try not to put the
reissue stuff.
I do use modern stuff with vintage as well. I mean, I have dressed vintage figures in 21st century clothes and modern clothing and stuff like that. Just because I really like the look, like especially like this figure here that I have has got the the old desert camo and stuff.
Chocolate chip.
Yep, chocolate chip.
Yeah, and but as you can see, he's super articulated. I think.
Yeah.
So
I always use modern stuff as to fill in a gap in something in my collection. I've been working on a fighter pilot now for almost 20 years. But I keep thinking I'm going to find those G pants, in a wild lot somewhere, and it hadn't happened. So right now he's wearing some 40th, timeless G pants.
I do that as well. I mean, I've got vintage, and I'll fill it in with a repro until I can find the vintage. I just can't see spending all that kind of money on just one little piece.
Yeah, that's the perils of eBay. I could have gotten those G pants for $85 or $90, but I'm not going to spend that. I'm too cheap. So
yeah, and that's why I'm kind of looking forward to DFW and seeing what's out there. To find some good deals and stuff. But like right now, I'm currently just picked up a couple of these, and I'm trying to work on some videos for these guys here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna start doing the generals and stuff. The only problem is this guy here. I can't find mine.
George Washington.
Yeah, and he went well in my classroom, and now I can't find it.
There he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you just get one?
Yeah. Hold on, let me grab him.
Did Angelo flock his head?
I thought about it.
He did some time traveling.
That's my George.
Wow.
That's awesome. Hang on, dude. Show that
Show it
again.
again, Mike. Show it again.
That's
I need a better
on President's Day. On President's Day.
On President's Day, I didn't chop down the cherry tree. I shot it with the bazooka.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That would have made for a better story.
Yeah.
Talk about custom.
yeah. Imagine if time travelers went back and brought George ahead for his strategy, his military strategy.
Hey, what was that? What was that movie with the aircraft carrier that went back in time?
Final countdown.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Could have changed World War II, right?
Wouldn't that be something that is just every once in a while you think about something like that? It's like, wow, just one piece of technology back then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a couple more questions, unless you guys have some in the chat or in the. Gregorio's raising his hand again. I'm sorry. Hang on. He's being so polite tonight. I gotta give him credit.
I was just gonna ask, like, out of the foreign figures, which one has to be the one you gravitate towards the most?
Action Man.
Action Man.
Gregorio, are you talking about the foreign soldiers of the world?
Oh no, just like the foreign
Paper Man
G.I.
and
Joe, like
Iron Man, Falcon.
Yeah.
Not the modern stuff that Action Man came out with, but just vintage Action Man all the way up to the 80s, and even the 40th is pretty cool, But they're not as durable as the vintage. Well, nothing is, but I mean, I just find it so amazing that this guy here is over 50 years old. or almost 50 years old, and he's still intact.
Mhm.
I
You
mean,
can
I
still
haven't
play with him.
restrung him. Yeah, I can still play with him, and toys nowadays,
No.
it's just they don't last.
No. I got a question. You mentioned earlier that you were kind of in a transition period, and a lot of your stuff was boxed up. Do you plan on eventually being able to display your
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna get me some more detox and put them out. And what I do with mine is I kind of, I guess I'm like a museum since I'm a historian.
Uh-oh.
I cycle through them and I rotate them. And I basically, these guys are going to be out, and then these will go into storage for a little bit. Then I'll bring the other ones out and I'll mess with them a little bit. But that's what I do. I display them, and I'm just getting me some more details, and we've got some home projects that we're going to be doing here around the house. Got to get new flooring in and things like that. So
And I'm gonna
stuff's gotta
I'm gonna
go in.
ask one more and then I'll stop. Due to the fact that you mentioned that you were a history
That's funny.
teacher in middle school, do you bring your figures there to display, like you were just mentioning? Do you do historical setups? You said that George Washington's not home, so maybe he went to school. Did you have a display set up for the figures in a historical diorama?
I don't do historical dioramas, but I do have them on display, and we talk about it. I'll get to show them out a little bit and say, hey, this is such and such. One of the ones that I missed out on that I think they had at DFW was I think they did a Davy Crockett figure,
Yeah, it seems like they
a
did
show
a David
figure,
Crockett. Yeah.
and that
That's
was the
been
one
a
that
few years
I
back, though, dude.
yeah, and I am sad. I'm sad I missed out on that because since I teach the way Texas social studies or history works here in Texas for seventh grade, they get taught Texas history, and then we go U.S. history eighth grade, and sixth grade they get world geography or world cultures, but I do a lot of teaching. It's mainly Texas history, so we talk about the Texas Revolution. We even talk about Texas during World War II, World War One. We talk about NASA, the space program, since the Johnson Space Center's up in Houston, and it's don't get a lot of chance to set up dioramas and stuff like that. But George Washington was important because for me, I have pictures of George Washington on my wall in several places because he's one of my all-time heroes. George Washington. I mean, basically, he set the role. He said it. He said how to be a president and how to act as a president, and he set the precedents. And basically, what he went through as a military leader is just it's amazing, and then what he did as a president is even more amazing. But we do a lot more Texas history, so there's not a lot of, I guess, use that I use George Washington. And I did teach eighth grade a couple of years ago, which was U.S. history, and we talked about the American Revolution, and I used it more than.
I'd love to see. I think, Mike, you got George now. You're going to have to make a crossing of the Delaware diorama. That's what I'd like to see.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be
right?
really cool.
Couple
I'll have to
longboats.
I'll have to get another USS flag and integrate
really.
that somehow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, or Angelo, you could probably, since you're up in New York, right?
Yes.
You could probably do the winter at Valley Forge with all that ice you have, guys have out there.
Yeah, if I
That'd
get
be cool.
myself outside again.
Yeah.
And just so people know that are chatting in, there's more to Texas history than the Alamo, right? I mean,
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're talking like Alamo, and I'm like, well, I think there's a little more than that.
Well, I could give you the Ron Swanson answer. But, U.S. history world history begins at 1776.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Cause I gotta compliment you on the production quality of your YouTube channel.
oh, really? Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even though it may seem like you probably feel like you don't know what you're doing. The videos are great.
Yeah.
I mean, the thumbnails, the camera, everything. It's really well done.
Yeah,
So.
definitely, man.
Basically, I use this.
That's all I do. Yep. That's all I
Yeah.
use.
Just use my iPhone. I do have a.
You can't compete with
I do
Gregorio,
have
though.
No, mine's a little itty bitty mic. It's a little shotgun mic.
Oh
You can't
boy.
say shotgun, right?
No.
But just that, and basically that's it. I mean, that's all I use it for. And I try and just try and put some thought into it. I know that every video that I do, I start off with the script. I'll type up a script and go over it, but I'll miss stuff. Like this last video that I put out. I think it was on this guy right here. The error, the mistake on the air adventure.
Yep.
And I have it in my script. I just cut the complete clip out where this is an air adventure figure, but the figure is a
It's in a Sea Adventurer box. Yeah.
sea adventure. Yeah. So and I'm like, oh, did I miss that? Oh, but hey, the air is human.
Yeah.
But I've got. I'm also working on trying to put together an Indiana Jones figure, and and I've got an Action Man that I'm working on that I'm trying to put him together, and things like that. But I've got about 10 Action Man figures here that I'm trying to find what I'm gonna do with them. As far as it's just Action Man stuff is hard to come by. As far as the uniforms and things like that, and if I buy it on eBay, a lot of the stuff is in England, and it's
$40
outrageous.
to ship it.
Oh,
Yeah.
forget it. Yeah.
It costs you more than the item,
Right.
And I'm like, I'll just hold on to the figures
And go on vacation
and
there.
see
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I've seen quite a bit
that's
of
the plan.
carded Action Man stuff show up at the DFW show, so you might be surprised.
Yeah, I've been dying to put together a SAS key figure for years, but I just don't want to pay the shipping.
I hate that I used to have 6 of those and I sold them all.
Wow.
My Grail, my 2 Grail figures that I
was just going to ask you if
that
you had any
I'm-
Holy Grails.
yeah, they're Action Man figures, both of them. The SAS
Oh,
figure.
wow.
For
Yeah.
some reason, that figure has always stood out with me. I've always really liked the SAS figure, and Action Man Long Range Desert Group.
Okay.
That's the one that I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
Yeah.
He's the one that's in shorts.
Mhm.
He's got the desert uniform, and he's got the Arab headdress, and he's got the machine gun.
Mhm.
That one there, I mean, on eBay, $500, $600 for
Yeah.
the figure, and I'm like,
Angelo, everybody's
You know,
picking on you
so-
in the chat. You look like
I
you're
know.
freezing
That's
up.
all right.
You can see his breath.
The wife got the heat bill again, and she's like, God,
That's it. Shut it
it's
off.
it's all the flock machines down in the basement, just like Jim with his printers. I got like all these flock machines going off at once, and the meter spinning and the hot water, and Dude, I got turned.
Hey, Angelo, I'm running the AC right now.
Oh my good Lord. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we're running the AC, and the thing is that, yeah, I mean, plus also all these. I actually have a ring light on too, and it doesn't get very hot, but yeah, I mean, it's been hot. It's just over the weekend we got down to like 32, and then the next day it's 80 degrees again. But that's Texas for you, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
Texas.
I think
for
it was
you.
28 here in Knack, and I think the high today was pushing 72 or 73.
Really?
Yeah,
Man.
that's what it was here. It was Wednesday. We're going to get up above 80,
Yep.
and we're used to it. I mean, but then again, the summers are brutal. So
Yep.
See, I don't mind it too much. It's the wind that's bad. Like right now, we're getting a very windy spell, and it just makes the temperature drop. It might be 28 out, which is not bad, sun shining, but then with the wind chill kicking in, it drops 10 degrees more than that. So that's the killer.
Mhm.
yeah, I even thought I would freak some people out and do an entire a video, one of my YouTube videos in Spanish.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Hey, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I would butcher it so bad. I don't know if it would be right or not.
All right.
I mean, Hispanic, but I speak Spanish, fluent Spanish, but it's understanding it is,
Same
I
here.
understand it. Speaking it is same thing.
Hey, we're at the top of the hour, gentlemen.
Here it
hope you're
goes,
gonna stick
Jim.
around.
Are you ready, Jim?
Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Nope. You're not getting out of this one.
Oh boy.
I put some time into this one this week.
Oh boy.
Gregorio's probably the only one that's not going to know any of these answers. So.
Great.
I thought it was all about Gregorio tonight.
Oh, no.
That's next week's show. Next week.
I think you should do that, Paul. I think you should do one trivia about
About-
each person.
Like,
We'll start with Jim.
Yeah.
How many printers does he have?
oh, I thought you meant like throwback stuff. Like what was Jim in the 5th grade? And, out of the panel of 6, who stuck their a pin in a light socket in 4th grade?
Now you know what? Now what you got to do, Paul? Now you got to get photographs of everyone from back in the day and have people guess
Dude,
which
that'd be
person.
Cool. Yeah,
I like
Well, that's
that
not
one.
fair.
that would be cool.
That would be funny. Yeah. There's no
Gregorio's like, wait a
coming
minute.
to me.
He looks exactly the same. He's holding up his pacifier instead of his
Exactly.
microphone.
Hey, real quick before we start the trivia, have any of you guys been here before down in Oklahoma? I know
Can't see it.
Jim.
I want to
I've
go
heard
there.
about it, but I've not been there. I keep wanting to do a road trip to it. Yeah.
Okay, because I just ordered some stuff
that
from
is-
Cotswold, and this came in the mail in the box with it.
Mhm.
And I really want to.
They
They have a phone number.
it's a
there.
long drive for me.
Is it?
I mean, Texas is just so big.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
from
it's
here
like
to Dallas,
6 hours from here.
It says Lone Wolf,
Yeah, it's-
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a good.
But
Like from here to El Paso is what.
There's a
10 hours?
YouTube
anybody
video on
watching
that.
the show is aware of this individual that owns this. I've tried to contact him, try to get him on the show. I think that'd be cool to
Oh
find
yeah.
out what the
that'd be
museum's
awesome.
all
Yeah.
about and get them on the show.
Mhm.
So maybe in the near future we can get them on as well. So all right, it's trivia time because we're way past the hour, and I didn't realize Cos talked as much as Angelo. We could probably just do a show just on them two. We could all leave the show and leave you two on here talking. And you can,
Hey, I was
Hey,
good
we're
tonight.
keepers.
I was good. I was quiet.
Hey, and that's another thing. You know, a lot of people are chatting in and they think they have to be a vendor or somebody that wrote a book or something. Dude, I want to get just regular dudes like the rest of us. You know, I mean, I don't sell anything. I just collect. And I think we need more of that. You know, it doesn't have to be a freaking, Greg.
I'm
Greg
just trying to.
Cotswold or
I'm
anything,
just trying to push the. I'm just trying to push GI Joe.
Sure, the 1/6
Right.
scale,
G.I.
man.
Joe.
And it doesn't even have to be
1/6
GI Joe,
scale.
just 1/6 scale, toys in general,
Yeah.
older guys like us. So but all right, so
Older.
the trivia for tonight is famous cereal slogans. And when I mean cereal, I don't mean
Yeah,
serial
correct.
killers. I mean Saturday morning cartoon cereal that you would be eating. Okay.
Frosted Flakes. Oh,
They're
sorry.
great.
They're great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your answer to the first question? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
yes.
saying?
Lucky Charms. Lucky
So
Charms.
once again, we're going to start with Jim. Oh, Jim, we're starting with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the young kid over here. And then, oh, shit, my camera's backwards. Going here, there. And Mike, you're last. Okay, buddy?
Gotcha.
All right, Jim, first one's going to you, and you cannot let your wife help out. I see she's in the room. She's texting, too. I see that. So I'm about to block her real quick here. So I'm going to read you the slogan, and you're going to give me the name of the cereal. All right?
Oh boy, slogan. And I'm supposed to provide the cereal name. Okay.
The slogan is, how about a monster for breakfast today?
How about a monster for breakfast? A Frankenberry.
It is Frankenberry. You are correct,
Oh, wow.
sir.
With the blueberries,
Wow.
baby.
Blueberries. And there was another one, Count Dracula.
Count,
Something.
yeah, Count Chocula.
Dracula. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, but that was too easy. I didn't want to throw that one. All right, Gregorio, you're up. The taste you can see.
Oh, Wheat Thins? Or no?
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
Wow.
Is
Taste,
that a cracker?
the taste you can see.
I
It's
thought it
actually
was
my
a Wheat-
favorite cereal. Actually,
Well, my guess was
Well, it's
Wheat
got to
Thins,
be
but I
Fruit
think that's
Loops
wrong.
then if it's Paul's.
But isn't
Funny
isn't
guy
Wheat Thins
tonight.
a cracker?
funny guy.
And he gets muted.
Guy. Hey, whoa, we just lost Angelo. Oh,
Oh,
you said Wheat Thins, really, dude?
I don't
that's a
know.
cracker.
Cereal.
Cracker.
Cereal.
That's not even a cereal.
I thought it was. Oh, what's Frosted Wheats?
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't know.
Frosted Wheats. Anybody? I'm looking in the chat.
Apple
It's not
Cinnamon
Lucky
Cheerios.
Charms.
Bran flakes.
Apple Cinnamon Cheerios.
No. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I totally forgot about that
That makes
cereal.
sense.
Yeah. All right, Angelo, since you guys,
Yes.
you're back up.
Okay.
And since you're a school teacher, this is right up your alley. They are ABC delicious.
Alphabets. Wasn't
Alphabets.
it
You are correct.
called Alphabets.
To our special guest tonight, Cos. Crispy rice on one side, crunchy corn on the other.
Is it Crispix?
Crispix cereal, crispy times 2. You are correct.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
And we are Mike for round 1. Chocolatey chip cookie cereal.
Cookie Crisp.
It is cookie crisp.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I remember that one. I couldn't remember the
My
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are back up round 2 to Jim.
Uh-oh.
Little pieces, big taste. Little pieces, big taste. It's not honeycomb. Skylark,
Oh,
sorry.
man. Why don't you give me the hard ones? Grape nuts.
No. No kid's gonna eat grape nuts.
Oh, kid cereal. Oh.
Don't say that's like Wheaties. That's like saying Wheaties. No kid's gonna eat freaking Wheaties.
I got no clue.
Is it Kix?
Ah,
Is it
wait,
Kix?
I heard her say it.
Cocoa Krispies.
No,
No.
Is it Kix?
no.
Is it no?
I was gonna say Kicks too.
Flintstone cereal, no. Caveman cereal, no.
Apple Cinnamon Cheerios.
She was close. It's Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh, man.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh, that was gross. All those Flintstone cereals, that was just nasty. That was nasty.
Artificial sugar. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Turn that milk like cosmic colors.
Yep. Gregorio, you're up, brother. Crunchy cages of frosted toasted corn.
Checks.
It is Chex, man. Good answer, man.
Oh, wow. That's not a
I know
kid
something.
cereal?
Chex.
Yeah.
Frosted. They have a frosted Chex.
Yeah, frosted Chex, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Angelo, another easy one. They're magically delicious.
Oh, good lord.
Magically delicious. I should know that.
Oh, you know it.
You know it. You're just stalling.
That's
Are you
not
just playing
fair.
us? You're playing us, right? Come on.
I can sing the jingle right now.
Sing it, Angela. Sing it.
You got to do
I'm
it in
waiting.
your Irish accent there.
They even sell it in Canada because Murray has the right answer there.
You want me to sing it?
With the little leoprecon,
Yeah.
leprechaun on the.
Yeah.
Frosted
Lucky-
Lucky Charms.
There you go, Lucky Charms.
Hey, that was actually
That way we would take out all the cereal and just eat the marshmallows.
Marshmallows, yeah.
That's it.
Are you
Now
gonna
that
get
the
the
small
answer?
bags are the marshmallows.
And you just feel it in between your teeth. Yeah. Good stuff.
All right, we are going. Cos, you're up. Follow my nose. It always knows.
Oh, Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, yes.
Yep. The Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam. Yeah.
Mike to end round 2. A is for Apple. J is for Jax.
Apple
Apple
Jacks.
Jack cereal, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Last round, Jim.
Oh, you're going to give me another hard one,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I remember this one. This was a good one. Kid tested, mother approved.
Oh man.
I said it earlier.
Kicks?
Yeah, I think you did.
Kicks.
Kicks.
It is Kix. K-I-X. Yes.
I remember my slogans. I don't know why.
Gregorio, last one in round 3. It's a honey of an O.
Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh.
Nut Cheerios. Yeah, not just Cheerios.
Okay.
Angelo, stays crunchy even in milk.
Hey Jim, y'all.
Plastic.
Not the answer we're looking for. But that is true. That is true.
It has that non-nutritive cereal varnish that
That's right.
The Chevy Chase
that Chevy
developed.
Chase developed. Yeah.
Cheerios. Was it Cheerios? No. What was it?
I already forgot the question.
The slogan is stays
It's
crunchy,
Crunchy in
even
milk.
in milk.
That's why you like it. That's why you.
I know. I see.
Come
the
on, you
commercial.
suck at this, Angelo. Come
I
on.
do.
Rice Krispies. No,
Yes,
it is not Rice.
cereal.
Oh, Rice Krispies.
Not,
More
no, it's
crack.
not Rice Krispies. It's not
Wrong.
Cheerios. I'm looking in
Honey
the
bunches
chat.
of oats.
It's-
Captain Crunch.
It is Captain Crunch. Yes.
Oh.
sir.
Is it
okay.
really? Wow.
Yeah, that's the only only cereal he'll eat, and that's why. Because it tastes
Crunch berries. Any with or without
That's
the
a lot of
crunch
sugar.
berries, Jim? Do you like the crunch berries?
A crunch berry? Nah, just the plain Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
That is good stuff, though.
Cause you got that look on your face like I didn't come on this show for this shit. I came on to talk about
No, there's this burger place. They make a Captain Crunch milkshake.
Oh yeah.
nice. Do they have that in Dallas?
I've
Because I want to
tried it.
get that when I get down there.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, I'll have to go to Whataburger.
last one for you, Cause. You ready?
Yeah.
The slogan is, "What are you eating? Nothing, honey."
Oh. Man.
Nothing, honey.
Nothing, honey. What? There's one more word you're missing.
Oh. O's? Was it?
It's not an O's.
I forgot.
Nope.
No, is it Flex?
Murray's all over tonight, man. He's got the right answer.
I don't. It was nothing, honey. Jeez. Oh, this thing was back in the 80s.
Check the chat.
Yeah, check the chat. Murray's got it.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, good.
I can't see the
It's
chat.
Nut Honey Crunch. Nut Honey Crunch.
Ah, yes.
So how many of these cereals have you eaten, Paul, that have sponsored your program?
I don't drink milk anymore, so I haven't had cereal in years.
You're lactose intolerant now, Paul?
No, I just
Maybe
don't
with
do it anymore.
almonds milk or something like that.
Nah.
You're
milk.
drinking something on the weekends.
Toucan Sam would have a fun. All right, last question. Mike, if you don't get this one right, then you're not on the show anymore. Brings out the tiger in you.
Oh,
Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes. Yes,
They're
sir.
great.
Hey, I want to thank everybody in the chats for being with us tonight. Cause I'm going to bring you up big, and this is your 5 minutes of fame, but we're going to bring it down to like 30 seconds of fame for you. Tell people where they can find you and what your YouTube channel is or Facebook, whatever you want to talk about.
yeah. You can. I'm on Instagram, Action Joe Figs. My YouTube channel is Action Joe Figs. I try and post content at least once or twice a week, and just a lot of vintage stuff, a lot of G.I. Joe, Mego, Diaper Man, Action Man. I do Hot Toys, Star Wars Black Series, different things like that. You know, just I'm out there. You can come out there if you subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it.
Yep, definitely. That's how channels grow, man. So,
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul, before we go, make sure you grab Big Boss Jack. He said he would be on the show.
I did see that, and that's great, man.
Yeah.
I hope more people that are chatting in want to come on the show. And
Woohoo! What'd you
We
do
can
to
always
twist
make-
his arm, Paul?
we can't kick Mike or Angelo off, but we can definitely kick off Mike's G.I. Jojo. I mean, we can always fill his spot. Gregorio, sorry we're picking on you tonight again, buddy, but
It's okay. It's all
I
good.
think
I knew
it's
what
the
I was getting
windscreen,
into.
man. I think it's the windscreen. You know,
Mm.
if you get
For
wind,
sure.
It'll take another 6 months for him to get up the courage to come back on. You know.
if you drop
Yeah.
the windscreen. Hey, we don't have a sign off either, so we got to start working on some type of sign off, not just like, hey, bye, blah, 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 blah. We got to do like, you know, we got to come up with something. So start thinking about that in the near future, all you guys that participate. You know, no,
No, that was not good.
no, I don't want. No, I don't mean
No
to.
sign language, Angelo.
Oh, that,
You'll usually find me in the chat. I'm always chatting up a storm.
Yeah,
So.
I see in there too.
That's
As we say in old Mexico City, AMF, right?
Yeah.
AMF.
The
Hey.
universal.
Everybody have a great week out there, and we'll see you next Monday. Don't forget Buddy Finothy next Monday. Have a great one, everybody.
Take
Take
care,
care,
everyone.
everybody.